Hi. Today I want to share you the story of how I actually manifested myself to get into a 30-day content challenge. I was already, I was like really curious about all of these challenges that people do, like 30-day, 90 days, like locking in certain things. And in the manifestation community, um, the lock in challenge is when you start to get your mind around something and you affirm more or you practice a little bit more. So you lock in the frequency of that what you want. So I wanted to start creating the content, right? I had this inspired guidance of starting my YouTube channel. And I said, okay, I could create for myself a 30-day content challenge. And I started writing, but I just kind of started documenting what was happening. But it's like I didn't really started creating content, like thinking on audience and like that. And then I stumbled on medium.com, with Edina Jackson's article. It was an article that she shared about a content challenge that she was offering. It was a 30-day content challenge. And when I checked her Medium account and her articles, and also I checked her YouTube channel, I'm going to leave her links below. I said, wow, she's also into manifestation. She believes in this, the importance of your self-concept, of who you believe you are, how you see yourself, and the action you take that really reflects who you are being now. And I said, oh my God, this is so aligned. So I signed up. She also did like a really special offer. It was an offer that I felt like it was aligned at that moment. And I said, okay, this is the sign. I'm getting into this 30-day content challenge. So what I loved about her approach was that she really said that we could create the content in the core ideas that we are interested in, and we didn't have to like niche down like super specific, because that was kind of a struggle for me, like to niche down. I mean, I know that I love manifestation in general. I know that I love to help other entrepreneurs focus on their business and start, getting results and manifesting and allowing their creativity to be impacted in their businesses so that they can enjoy what they're doing. And I also love everything about creativity. All of these topics. And I said, I like to talk about all of these things and I don't want to niche down. And it was good because I didn't have to niche down. I just had to share what's on my heart. And then at the end of the 30 days, I will see what really resonated with the audience and what are the ideas that I could, double down a little bit more. So I like that approach. And another thing that happened was that, this always happens, but this is a message that I want to give to all of you if you're starting content challenges and stuff like that. When I start writing or sharing a message, it mostly happens when I'm writing, because when I'm writing, I have more time for my inner critic voice to show up and say, this is not good. This is so cliche. This is so naive. Like, she's really mean, right? Like, nobody cares about this. Nobody's going to listen to this. And I'm like, whoa, that voice is really mean. And I listen to that voice, but I don't let that voice stop me from keep going. And I remind myself something that I really, really believe in. And it's this concept of creating and trust, and creating from your heart, and trusting that if you have this nudge, this pull to start creating, to share your message with the world, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be you, the real you, sharing your experience with the world, your lessons, the things that you learn. And something that I always have in mind is that what if it's your way of saying things, it's your voice, it's whatever that thing that you do that resonates with someone out there in the world. You don't know, like, I feel like YouTube is amazing because people all around the world can be hearing this this episode, this video, and you don't know when someone's heart is going to be touched by you sharing your story. And I think that's why stories and personal stories matter, and they're going to be more important now than ever, because with AI we can have really good, helpful virtual assistants, but again, they don't have our experience. They're not humans, and they can't like share all these nuances and, different aspects of what's a real human experience. So I'm here sharing this with you as a part of my content challenge, for sure, and as a part of, documenting the content challenge. And I think that's the message that I have for you today. Like, you have to trust that however you do it, it will be more than enough for the right audience right now. And when you think about it that way, it becomes easier. It becomes easier to create, because now that I'm on my third day creating content, I really get the point that if I am a perfectionist and if I spend hours and hours creating content that might have, 10 views, I'm going to end up burned out. But if I create from this energy, like just sharing my experience, just sharing what I believe in, and showing up, and showing what I'm doing right now, just showing up, that might be enough for someone out there who's on the fence of starting content creation, or starting a business, or starting a project that it's meaningful to you. And this project is meaningful to me. I had it on my heart for so many years. And now it's like, yeah, for sure, I just have to go out there and share it. And that's all I have to do. That's my inspired action. So I also like to teach the basics of manifestation. I feel like manifestation is about like tapping into your heart's desires. And when you tap into your heart's desires as if they were already happening, sometimes some instructions or guided inspired actions come from that. When you have that inspired action, you just have to go and do it. And this is me just taking inspired action, right? This is me just knowing that my higher self, or God, or the universe, just through an inner knowing, through my heart, it's telling me to just take action, just do it, and do whatever you can today, and let that be enough. Because I know that I'm going to be improving my content. I know that this might be a ramble for someone. It's like, okay, it's just 10 minutes of a girl just speaking about her experience. I got nothing out of it, or someone might say, wow, this is what I needed to hear today. I don't know, but I have to take that chance. I have to take that risk. I have to put myself out there and just do it. So that's what I wanted to tell to you today, share my experience with this content challenge, and this belief that the way you do it might be very positive, very impactful for someone out there. So I'm trusting myself to put myself out there, and I'm encouraging you to do the same today, because that is the thing that leads you to your dreams, to your dream life, to keep being more of who you are and who you want to be in the world. And let that be enough. Let that first step be enough. And then, yeah, for sure, we have to be consistent and be willing to learn and to improve. I'm kind of learning a lot of things about Medium and about YouTube and about social media that I didn't know before. And I'm willing to keep learning and to keep improving and to get better as I go. And for today, this is my message to you. So thank you if you got to the end of this video. I love you. I appreciate you being here. I encourage you to take action and also to keep it simple, to have fun, and stay inspired. Thank you.